What's going on, guys? This is True Seeker. Welcome back to another vlog this morning, or wherever time you may be watching, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Just wanted to come on here, do another one of these little vlogs, and talk about some stuff, guys. I did a vlog last night, talking about, whatever you believe in, doesn't matter, man. You stay true to your faith. If you want to help people, you want to do that. You want to seek higher knowledge. You want to try to, learn more about God, truly learn more about God, then I encourage you to do so. But I also encourage you to use the tools that are available. And one of the main tools that is, not just reading the Bible, but prayer along with that. Because the thing is, guys, a lot of times, one of the things that I've noticed across history and across the history of us being here is that a lot of wars and stuff are caused over division and bloodshed and all this other kind of shit all over the Bible. And it's because, why is that? Why are people dying? Because somebody don't disagree with something in this text. And see, hey man, guys, all I'm gonna tell you guys, man, is just, I encourage you to, continue with your, you want to read the Bible, you continue just, doing what you do, man. So, you know what I'm saying? You stay strong in what you believe in. You continue pushing forward. And it's one of those things, guys, where a lot of times, that's what I said in my last vlog, a lot of times, people are dying over just disagreements, over just stupid stuff, man. And that's why I come on here and I do my vlogs, and I like to share what I've experienced and talking about what I've talked about, whether it may be highlighting something specifically on my page, which is what I like to do, and it's really just to reach anybody who wants a unique and new, interesting perspective on stuff that maybe you might not disagree with, or you might not like, and it may put you off. But that's why I share these scriptures and all that, man. I just encourage you to keep your mind open, because it's all about, this whole walk, when you're on your walk with Christ, it's all a faith. It's all about faith, man. Okay, whatever you're doing, whatever on your own journey. That's why it's not about getting on and listening to some other. This is just about encouraging you. I'm not trying to tell you what to believe or what you want to. All I'm trying to do is encourage you. And seek, Heavenly Father. I'm gonna tell you, okay, when you start learning stuff and you wanna, guys, if we look across history, there's been a lot of texts and stuff that's been influenced because you're getting a certain perspective from, it's like, and this one perspective just gets spread around. Why do I keep this one thing? I was watching another individual's video, and he said he's growing up and he's seen Albert Einstein in the classroom and all this other stuff. And it's like, guys, if you look at what's going on, there's one individuals get propped up, and then one idea that one individual just gets spread all around. And this, you gotta believe in that. And then it just, it gets all in the schools, and then everybody gotta universally believe that. Oh, and then see, that's why there's no encouraging. There's a lot of, but you gotta look into stuff too. Like, this is why I got videos on my channel talking about the flat earth and all of that, because, a lot of that stuff is purposely thrown out there to discourage any kind of critical thinking, because you have to think about what's going on. Like, you have to think about some of the things that, are going on in the world, and just look into it. A lot of times people just blindly believe stuff, but it doesn't matter, man. I mean, you have to, that's why I say you have to look into the things. You have to look into stuff. Somebody tries to say, oh, I'm being gang stalked, and they being made out to be crazy and all this. But, all you got to do is do the extra deep, digging and all of this stuff, man. I love coming on here talking about what we talk about. And, see, all of this stuff here, man, a lot of things that go on here is a big bamboozle. That's why, you get all usurped up in this news and all this bullshit with Donald Trump and all of this other kind of stuff. But, like, at the end of the day, whatever you believe in, man, it doesn't matter. Whatever you believe in, I don't get in, I don't get into that shit. I don't get into any of that stuff, man. This is bullshit, man. This is why I keep encouraging to learn as a group. That's why I said, you learn stuff. Everybody, like, somebody learns something else, and then, damn, okay, that's the most efficient way to do that. Then there you go. Then that should be how it is. But, like, if there's one idea that's got to be forced, and nobody wants to keep their mind open about, leveling up new ideas. This is what the problem with science. It seems like, a lot of times, yeah, you can, the letter, but I mean, it's like, why do, just keep your mind open about stuff, discuss it. You know what I mean? And that's why, but see, sometimes you got to be careful, because there's a lot of misinformation. So there was a good pamphlet I picked up with, like, disinformation versus misinformation. There's, like, basically, to sum it up, is like, there's times where people are trying to tell information, but sometimes it may be wrong, but it's not for the intent to purposely misguide anybody. It's for the intent to genuinely help someone. You see what I mean? So it's all about, maybe you don't know something, or maybe you don't. That's why I keep saying, nobody knows everything, but it's all about encouraging you to look into stuff. That's why I share videos on, doctors talking about all of the stuff that's going on, some of the health, some of the stuff. Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. And that's all, guys, we just chilling out. We enjoying a beautiful day, just, getting some exercise and just chilling out, man. I just, it's just, when you're reading the Bible and you're talking about different things, man, a lot of times, whether it be communities or just whether it be a certain community, it doesn't want you speaking out about something or whatever it may be, man. We got a train coming up here, so probably it's gonna be a little bit of a big loud maybe possible horn here. But guys, no, seriously, man, skies above, man, I'm telling you, man. You look at what's going on down here, you look at what's going on, man. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. You got, people showing me videos of motherfuckers on top of cars and stuff, damaging property and all of this other kind of stuff. And yeah, man, I mean, like, dude, that's why people keep saying Jesus 2024, because when you dig deep into the Bible and you read what God is trying to tell us about how to endure, that's why I keep saying God calls us to endure. A lot of times there's a misconception of, oh, God, please help me, and then bless instant next day $1 million. No, that's not it. You see what I mean? That's oh, man. Nah, man. See, that's the. Nah, man. You have to, Nah, man. No. See that? I mean, that's a misconception, and there'll be stuff that's told to lead and guide people to want to do that stuff, and then they get $1 million, and then up. But see, nah, man. See this. No, man. No. And that's the problem, man. See, this Babylonian system presents stuff and presents things and presents situations to us that it puts us in dire situations to do, like, want to get money. This is why it's so dangerous. This is why we gotta, make sure we, what are we doing, man? Are we being honest? Are we being, are we being guided by, true, honest morals? You know what I mean? What are you trying to do, man? So that's all, guys. Whatever you're doing and whatever you believe in, I just, you continue pushing forward in it, Maybe discouragement or maybe any of that, man, but a lot of times, stuff, everybody got to start from somewhere. And that's the thing, man. That's why I come on here, and that's why I come on and do what I do on my page. Nobody is looking to do none of that, We just open about our experiences. The choo-choo all aboard the Devil Exposed train. Okay? And that's what I like to call that shit. So But guys, that's what I said. Nah, man, just go ahead and make sure you focus on the idea of not waking up and then, oh, Father bless me with $1 million and wake up with $1 million. No, that's not how this works. That's not how it works. See, this is the problem, man. It's focus. That's what I say. Focus on things above. Then you start seeing. It's nothing wrong. You got to get your money. I get it. You got to get your money. I understand. But how are you getting it? You working for it? Are you working for it? Like actually working, sweating, and everything else. Are you working? Is it working? Is it working? What is working? Everybody's got different. What is work? Everybody's got different definitions of what work is. So that's okay, man. I mean, that's all, guys. That's what I just want to make sure that, make it clear to you. And continue just, prayer and meditation, reading the Bible, man. Ain't nobody coming to nobody as though you got a lot of money. Nah, if you work for that shit, and then that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Nothing wrong with having quote unquote nice things, but it's all about what is going on. You can have a beautiful life here on earth. That's not discouraging that. But see, a lot of times, man, that's why when we look to what's going on, that's why I look skies above and look at positive stuff, that look towards a higher power, most high. If you will read what's going on and you look at some of the stuff that goes on, what people are posting on social media, what people are talking about, what the news is, our lives are so enveloped in social media, man. It's like a digital personality. And you look at the shit, you go on there, and it's like, holy shit, man. People about ready to rip their hair out, man. I mean, it's a scary world out there. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm telling you guys, it's a psychological thing, man. It's like everybody's affected by it, or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Ever since COVID, guys, if you remember that, just, it seems like everything has changed, hasn't it? Everybody has their own different experiences. Everybody, is going through, a lot of times people like to say, oh, everybody's going crazy on social. Sometimes what, people may see as crazy, they may not understand, man. A lot of times people won't understand stuff. But that's why you have to stay true to what you believe in, because people try to discount you, man. People try to mislead you. And people try to, they want to discount the Bible. They want to discount things that are talked about in the Bible. And even though I speak on stuff, don't let that, I speak on the Bible and stuff like that. I use it for positivity, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use it to encouragement, to look towards the skies above. Don't focus on, there's nothing wrong. You got to eat. You got to do your thing. You got to have a roof over your head. You do your thing. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying give it everything. You have to live, man. But what I'm saying is focus on positive things. Focus on building what you want to do. Focus on, just continue focusing in prayer, and, things will be presented to you. Opportunities and situations will be presented to you. You know what I mean? And that's why it doesn't matter what goes on, man. It doesn't matter what you're doing. When you are a humble individual, there is no limit. That's why, dude, this is why the devil uses this humbling as like a big block tool to try to make fun of somebody so they don't level up from their experiences. Because if you are a humble individual, the humble individuals can learn so much, and they keep their mind open. This is why I am not telling you what to think. I'm encouraging you to go on a path to where you know how to think. You know what I mean? With critical thinking going on, it's like when you're a humble individual, the sky is the limit, essentially, which is it's in combination with the skies above. The sky is the limit, man. You know what I mean? When you set your heart on things, and it's really great, man. And that's why it's just so much positivity, man. Sky's above. Don't focus on things of this world, you know what I mean? Everybody gotta do what you gotta do. You just sit back, relax, pop a cold one or whatever, but don't be, see, that's what I'm saying, guys. Look into things, man. I'm encouraging critical thinking, and that's all, man. I made the vlog last night, man. And all my videos are public now for you guys to see. And if there's going to be ones that I want to highlight, I'll post them on my page that I've talked about in the past. But I'll be making more, getting on here and speaking on other stuff, If you choose to listen, I do really appreciate your time. Anybody that's following me, I appreciate it so much, man. You know what I mean? It's greatly appreciated. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody's asking for money. Nobody's asking for none of that. All what I'm doing is asking you to continue, going forward to what you believe in, reading the Bible, making sure you're doing the right thing for yourself. What do you want to do? Is it going to cause you guilt? Is it going to cause you, what do you want to do? So that's what I'm saying, man. So, all right, guys. You guys take care. This is True Seeker Nation. This is True Seeker. Guys, I appreciate you for coming on here and listening to me. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you guys so much. And I'll be coming on and talking about more gang stalking experiences. But this is just vlogs. I just wanted the whole purpose of me sharing my experiences, because I see other people on this platform that go through other stuff and they share their experiences. So I've been encouraged to share my experience. So that's why other individuals share their experience. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, don't let your past don't be a victim of your past. That's what another good, see, I got another good friend that told me that. Okay, and that's encouraging to me. I know it's easier said than done. There's a lot of work and mental and emotional healing that needs to be done in all of us, man. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's better than others. This is why we got to help each other out. There is when the problem is when one person stands above everybody else and start telling you need to think this way. This is why that's an issue. This is why when you learn from other people, and I keep saying, you just got to keep pushing forward. Not being a victim of your past. You know what I mean? That's the thing, man. So that's, and I'm just passing forward a message on what was told. Sometimes it's got to be what we don't want to hear, man. I'm just passing forward a message what I heard and what was told to me. And it's a good thing, because when you're not a victim of your past, you move forward and you don't let this stuff stop you. You just continue building your life and do what you want to do. And you know what, man? If there's people gather around, it's gonna sound really cheesy, but and you want to make fun of it, but people are gonna gather around. Help one another, not be victims of our past. If you want to make fun of that, but I'm not trying to do it in a negative way. We have to help. That's the whole purpose. This is all where it comes back to humbling. And see, it's a lot of prideful stuff that goes on that's pushed forward on everybody, especially, so much prideful stuff. It's not trying to make fun of nobody. It's all about admitting past mistakes and all of this stuff, man. It's not about, if you're open about what see, I'm telling you, man. So, but guys, I'm gonna tell you, man. You know, it's great, man. This is why I say prayer and meditation and reading the Bible. That's why I keep saying encouraging you. I'm not trying to program, and I'm trying to like, yo, you need to say this. It's all will I do here. The main focus. What is the main focus? It's about encouraging critical thinking, not just, you know, shutting up and not, you know, saying anything. You know what I mean? You keep going. You keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? You use your voice, you know. And that's all, man. It's just, we just doing the Light Nation vlogs, you know. This is why it's you notice how it's all encouraging. This is Truth Seeker. It's about encouraging others. This ain't no, hey, do we got to bring it up again? This ain't no, I don't know if I brought it up before, but this isn't, I don't know, there's an episode in Star Trek where the dude talks about the read alert. He talks about it. It was all about the red alert and yellow alert and all this other kind of stuff. And he said he didn't want to call it, Miss Malcolm Reed. He said he didn't want to call it a read alert. He said he didn't want to call it that. Why didn't he want to call it that? He didn't want to call it that because he acknowledged, and he was humble enough to acknowledge, that he said it was too narcissistic. He didn't want, because it's not about, oh, the read alert, hey, you know, and all this other kind of stuff. Hey, and all, what do I see with the Trump mobile and all? See, guys, it's all about encouraging. Hey, you know how? Remember I told you how many times, how many other channels I come across all over the web whose names are Truth Seekers. Okay. That's good. It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, that's what you're doing. But you know what? You continue to push forward and talk about what you talk about. You see what I'm saying? You're a truth seeker. And it's not about making fun of nobody. Oh, I know more better than you. It's none of that. But guys, I encourage you to have a heavenly blessed day. You know, you want to keep, you know, just, you know, continue reading the Bible for positivity, man. There's too many people that are spreading a lot of negative information with the Bible. So you continue speaking on what you want to talk about, guys. But guys, I hope you find an encouraging message. I hope you find, you know, some positivity, man. You know, I don't know, you know, guys, I'm telling you, it's too much, on this news shit, man. There's too much negativity. So guys, I'm gonna catch you later. This is Truth Seeker, signing out of Truth Seeker Nation. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care.